you know, today was so organic, man. We just left off a beautiful interview and a UFO feed and my boy, man, Produkt, man. I've always been a fan, but he bled right into what was going on and was just so natural, man. They flow, exchange numbers, but was so in tune with each other, you know. This is what this is about, man. But and moving forward, man, Produkt, you know what's so amazing about this game, right? That it's been so based off of a numbers game or individuals being this or being that, man. You've always remained who you was, right? You've always managed to reinvest, right, in yourself. But I watched in your travels, and I'm gonna get right to the meat of it and then come back. Have labels ever got in contact with you?
Yeah, absolutely. There was a few situations that we kind of walked away from. CashMoney, Birdman flew me out to met him in Atlanta. I met him in Miami, and I walked away from that. That was a situation I wasn't feeling. I sat with Atlantic. I've been to a few places. My thing is, I feel like there's something that, at this point in the game anyway, I'm just looking for a partnership. I feel like when I met with these guys, I didn't have the leverage I needed yet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the resume, so it's just putting in the work and creating that leverage for yourself. So I was too smart to take the situations that was being presented to me. I was capable of doing more on my own.
Right, and I'm glad that I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because us coming from the streets, we're coming from the streets, seasoned from all aspects of it, you hear you said Birdman, you hear Atlantic, you hear this. It's different when you're not in your own zone. At those times, you were in the process of still building an empire. Was it the fact that they didn't want to partner up, or was the numbers less than what you anticipated?
I'm a businessman. I really don't want to disclose like the private.
Right.
But it just didn't make sense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't make sense.
Right.
I just try to, I try to pay attention to everything, man. I'm a big energy dude too. Like if it don't feel right for me, it ain't. If it ain't making sense, it ain't making sense. I never force nothing, and it is what it is. But salute to them, salute to everything that they got going on. They still a huge powerhouse in this business.
Right.
But it just, it didn't work out for me.
When did you get to a point, Produkt, where you said, you know what? Because see, in the process of what you've been doing independently, right? I'm pretty sure you've met frustration head on.
Hell yeah.
When did it get to a point where you said, you know what? I have to begin to really, really start taking matters into my own hands?
It's always been like that. I've always been the type of person to always take things into my own hands. If you want something, you got to get up and you got to go get that shit, right? So it's just this shit is art. This shit is, not only is it art, it's a business.
Right.
So if you fine tune this shit, you're going to figure it the fuck out, just like they did. This hip hop started from nothing.
Right.
Now it controls the entire globe. And these were young men in different times and worse times that created this. So it's possible. It's working hard, it's finding your process, and it's going in. Would it be, a blessing to have a co-sign and a partner that could open up doors and shit like that? Of course.
Of course, right.
But I believe in what we building from this ground root kind of just bubbling thing that we got going on. I feel like that's going to matter the test of time. I'm not making Southern sound and trap music to be with the trend. I create everything because I want my sound to live forever. I try to make shit that is not per se in the moment. And even still, I will cater to a younger crowd too.
Okay,
because
this is good.
It's like I said, and to be honest with you, I'm getting away from all that. I'm getting away from all that moving forward. I felt like this hip hop shit is too important to play with. You understand?
Right. Okay.
So I caught myself thinking too much like a businessman instead of like an artist. But that happens. I'm learning. I'm making mistakes. I'm just trying to be, I'm trying to be bigger than what Diddy is or what Hove is in the next 10 years of my life when I reach their age. And, and that ambition takes failure. Like, you got to figure shit out. So I'm just trying to push it together.
So now, remember I was just recently at the project, the release of this. Man, listen. This is I gotta get into this, man. As an indie artist, right? Remember we invest in ourselves, right? So I go there, man. This shit made me feel like when I was going to listening joints and they was putting that money up. You know what I mean? Them labels, right? Nah, listen, you laughing, man, but I felt like, yo, man, a hell of investment, right? Here's an indie artist that invested not only just in a great publicist, right? But the looks looked so professional. And then to hear the music, team member even said, is that the artist that, down to how you distributed the music, how you gave specific things, right? To have people gravitate, the incentives, music based, like oh man.
Because, and we did that.
And tell me about the project. What's the name of the project? They need to know this, man.
It's the title of the project is Changing Frequency, and we did that. I think it's strategic, and I appreciate that you described your experience like that because my team worked hard on putting all that shit together, and the way it came off, that's dope. I'm glad that was your perception of it, and that's what we always gunning for. Presentation is everything. But like I was about to say, there's a lot of people creating music. So there's a lot of people out there putting out music every single fucking day. So you got to try to do something to make the average person that wouldn't listen to a new listener say, yo, let me check this shit out. This shit is kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what son got to say.
Right.
The worst they could be is trash. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to end up somewhere. And some people may feel like some people may not enjoy my music. Some people may not understand what I'm doing or how I'm doing it, but there's a lot of people out there with the grace of God that's fucking with it, man. And
tell me the title. Why the title itself?
Change the Frequency was it's sort of like a declaration to myself. Like I said, even with the growth of me as a writer, and it was just like a whole bunch of changes. I built a new studio. I did a lot of traveling. Like I spent a lot of time. I never lived nowhere else besides fucking prison.
Right.
And I spent time in California. Like it was just like a whole different kind of change in my life type shit. I went through some health issues and I sat down for a minute, and it was just kind of one of those things where it was like a declaration to myself. It's time to change. It's time to, do away with everybody that's telling me I can't do that shit. Do away with any kind of negative energy or being pigeonholed into something like to be great. Change that frequency to push yourself to greatness. Because at the end of the day, it takes you. The fight is you. You get up in the morning, you run around for yourself. This is your platform. If you don't push this, if you don't hit me, yo, P, pull up. We need to do this.
Right.
This ain't gonna happen.
Right.
So you got to do your own due diligence. And this shit, nobody's gonna make you be an artist.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
And so now, and I'm glad that you elaborating on this, right? Because now, the title within itself. So now me listening to the sound, right? Once again, I get that feel, like that feel good where, okay, you could see that he was fighting wars. There was a few things going on there. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. But I had to put the headphones on a little more. I needed to be in tune. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so to hear you say this was amazing. I needed to, really walk my way into it. You dig what I'm saying? I needed to hear you say that because I was experiencing that. You dig what I'm saying? Yet I hadn't heard from you in a minute. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. So
a lot of shit going on, man.
Right, but see, the greater thing about it was that, as you stated, I was so business based. I had to get back into the artist format. How was that fight, right? Still being young. I'm not saying the young 20, but the late this. How was that fight not to sound like or give some of what's currently out?
At the end of the day, I just create what kind of feels good. Sometimes for me, like I'll make all sorts of records, but like for instance, like Gotta Be Honest, it's one of those records that's on the album. That's a millennial sound or whatever you would call it. That's more like a reference for me. So that was one of those records that I had and I probably maybe wanted to get rid of or sell or do something.
Right,
with.
right.
Maybe it wasn't per se for me. I write R&B. I write shit all the time. I'm a creator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never gonna limit myself when it comes to that. It's just like I said with the culture, like, I didn't feel like, in a sense I did. I felt like I had to put it out there. I felt like I needed something to kind of touch the young people and the young minds.
Okay.
Because we got to do that. But at the same, I'm kind of battling myself with that, because in the same sense, it's like, nah, there's a purity to this culture that they gonna understand no matter what. If I change the sound, I've been watching a lot of old shit. I'm like an old school head by heart. Like, I feel like I was supposed to be in the 30s. I've been just listening I listen to Sam Cooke, James Brown, fucking, shit like that.
Right.
And that's what I want to get on. Like, I want to reinvent the sound. I'm sick of everything sounding so southern. There's got to be another rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got to introduce a new rhythm. So that's what we trying to do, man.
Yeah, but so now you have the project out, right? Change of frequency. Prior to that, when was your last project?
I put out a bunch of singles. I put out Inconspicuous. That was 2015.
Okay.
2016. I think it was 2 years.
Right, but it's 2 years, but you didn't put out a full-fledged project.
Yeah, no, that was an EP.
Right, so now here's this. And that same time frame, that sound was still there, that same type of sound, right? So now you're going through these phases of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
You saying, I'm still a businessman, I still love the culture, I love the art of it, right? You put this sound out. Post 2 months down the line, you still anticipate, right? Because now you got to play that game of the industry is harsh. You throw it up online, motherfucker saying this and saying that. But ultimately, what did you hear? What was the response? People loving it? People fickle?
From what we see out there, man, people like it. People are enjoying it. You're always gonna have somebody that's not gonna like your shit.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying for you to feel, because now as the artist, a lot of times the artist may say, I've heard some artists say, you know what, that wasn't my best project, but I'm surprised of the response. And then some people will say, you know what, man, I kind of knew it. I just wanted to get the project out.
You know what it was for me? Like, I feel like that about every project. No matter how successful any of these records have been, it's always, that's not my best work. I still don't feel like I've given up my Godfather or my classic work yet. I'm still a work in progress for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had to deal with a lot, so I had to, my craft took a back seat because of my life and my responsibility and shit like that. So the past couple of years that I've been going this hard has been the only time I've been able to concentrate on it, really. So now it's like, it's kind of one of those things, man. Like,
give me a song off the album, right? That gave you it gave you all levels of what you was experiencing, man. That you just put into that song.
Yo, it's all of them from the intro, CTF. All I see is bitch ass niggas and all of these bad girls. And I love writing for Justine, man. Justine is just a dope talent. She tours with Trey Songz.
Mm-hmm.
She's got records with Trey Songz. She's just an incredible girl. And she's always, whenever I write something, she's usually the first voice that I call.
Mm-hmm.
That record, that's, the whole project, man. This whole project was definitely something I got off my chest. It was just a period of time of music and I put everything I created out. Everything I had, I was like, fuck it. I was going to trim it. I was going to do this. I was going to do that. And I was like, you know what? This is everything I've been through.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is, I'm just going to get this feeling out there and just put it out. I'm sitting on 2 more projects. There's a compilation we about to put out.
Tell me about the compilation.
Be Safe in California. That's me and Frank Benz. We about to, we just signed Frank Benz, so we about to start pushing his album. I'm shooting some visuals for him. The end of this month. Frank Benz is about to be out of here, man. He's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
He's a creative young problem. I'm excited to work with him. But we got a lot more coming, man. There's a lot of music that we haven't released that we bubbling with. But that was a pocket of time, man. And I put it out. And I felt like it was the right thing to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And so you say sign. Tell me about the label. Like, tell me what's going on. Because now, once again, you're a businessman. So we hear the artist aspect of it. In your travels, you said, listen, let me take matters into my own hands. Tell me about what's going on the business side of it.
Yeah, I started a company called Legacy Records back in 2006. And Legacy was something I was running with for a long time. And this year, last year, I dissolved the company and I opened up a new label called X Records with my partner Frank. So this is just, we a young, hungry label. I just built a recording studio. I got
Congrats to that.
I appreciate that, brother. I'm in construction in the film studio that we're gonna be doing. I'm building a sound stage, not a film studio, but there will be an infinity wall and things like that in there. But I'm building an entertainment compound to be creative. It's important for me. I'm a label and I need to control. Like I said earlier, it's controlling every aspect of this creativity.
Self-contained.
Right. We want to be a fine-tuned machine. And Frank Benz was just a no-brainer addition. We just been making records for years. I just seen his growth and I see his drive. And he's definitely signed to the label, but that's my partner, man. Like it's never it's always love with shit.
Right.
I'm taking on Shout to Pass Beats out in Middletown, New York. Somebody else that's we are having discussion to coming in on the team, and he's a phenomenal producer and songwriter. We just trying to expand. We want to be, we want to have a foothold in this business. That's the ambition. So we just fine tuning all these diamonds in the rough that just keep, it's a small world.
Right.
Connected dots, shit just happens. And there's a lot of talented motherfuckers out there that are real hungry that just need a platform.
You tell me about other business ventures that you've been, looking into, man. Because you're a full-fledged businessman, man.
Yeah, I try to stay busy with shit. I try to right now I'm on this cryptocurrency wave to keep it 100 with you. I got my little Bitcoin, my little Litecoin, my little Ethereum. Looking at some of these other early coins to invest in and shit like that. So right now, shout out to my brother Flock too. The cryptocurrency is definitely where it's at.
Okay.
And then I see, and it's funny, right? Because this has been something that we've been doing for a little while now. And over the past 3 weeks, there's been a surge in the economy of it or whatever. And you see like Cali, you see Nipsey, you see everybody start endorsing the cryptocurrencies. And I'm like, oh shit, niggas was right. And then all of a sudden, shit starts spiking. Shit went up to 2,000 in 24 hours. It's crazy, but it's a risk. Everything is a risk. My main ambition is just real estate, though, man. Cash flow, creating cash flow for yourself.
Okay.
Creating that cash flow, that constant cash flow.
Give me some artists, man, that you've been messing with for years, man. That are currently part of the affiliate, man.
My brother Rothstein, he's around here somewhere. He should be hitting me. That nigga's never too far. He's cooking a project up too, man. I'm executive producing that. He's another monster. That's my brother. That he's definitely with the label that we're gonna be putting out there for sure. I work with a lot of people. Vanar's another very talented writer and singer. He's the one that sang Ruthless. The record that I love. That's another kid I love writing for, man. He sang Ruthless that I wrote. He sang Paradise.
I
wrote Paradise and he sung that for me as well. And these guys are also incredible writers on their own, man. He just landed a record with Coldplay and Beyonce.
Big.
So yeah, but Nas really doing his thing, man. He's a phenomenal writer, phenomenal performer. He's just dope. I've been working with them for years. I'm trying to get him back in so we can work on some new shit. We actually putting together a show. Me, him, Justine, and live instrumentation show, band and all that we're gonna be moving.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna start performing this music and put it in front of people. Once the build out is finished and the home base is done, it's just there's just a lot of shit going on right now.
I know you and Pete Powell's got a lot going on, man. I mean,
I was just with that nigga last night. He came to check me.
Yeah,
man. That nigga, he got shout to the whole wall. He's out there keeping busy. He got a joint with Tony Sunshine right now. Out there on iTunes, Mona Lisa. Make sure y'all go cop that. Powers is ripping and running, man. Another businessman, another stand up dude that it's just love, man. That's my guy. They out here running around, ripping, just dropping music too.
Well, once again, Produkt, man. The greatest that I have received from you, not only just the music, but just the fact that every time I do hear from you, there's a level of growth. You know what I mean? So once again, I want to applaud you and congratulate you on, you know, just the overall media company itself. I just want to put it just in that because it's a wealth of different things that's going to go on with that. You dig what I'm saying? But I also like the fact that you were able to get over a lot of demons. You dig what I'm saying? In which we all fight. You see what I'm saying? But controlling your destiny and controlling your direction. It's a process. You know what I mean? It's a strong process, man. The album, man. You know, like I said, I go back and forth with it, man. It keeps me in a good zone. It keeps me in a good zone. When are you anticipating putting something else out?
Soon. Like soon as the new year drops, I want this compilation out. It's just so much dope music.
Right.
You know, it's so much dope music, and it's catering to Benz's sound. It's catering to the you know, I don't want to say the vibe right now because it's crazy music. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? Like Benz is black and I'm black and everybody's black and shout to my brother Kingston too. You know, the compilation is dope. Benz's new album is dope, so we're gonna be putting out music ASAP. You're about to see a whole lot more videos too. The videos we just got started. We barely got started and even promo on this project. Like it's about to turn up. You're gonna see a lot of Benz. You're gonna see a lot of me.
Who inspires you, music-wise and business-wise?
You know, honestly, there's a lot of different things that inspire me, but off rip it would be Hove because I feel like, you know, I guess every hustler feels like, you know, that kind of, all right, he did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He did it, and he's from the bottom, and you know it's possible if you can navigate this. It's possible.
Give me someone else.
Let me see.
And with that situation, Hove inspired you on both levels, music-wise and business-wise.
Business-wise, absolutely. Another person, I don't want to take that. I don't want to give a fluff answer, but that's definitely an honest answer.
Right.
You know, Diddy too, of course. Like, Puff has always been one of those guys, man. And I went to Mount St. Michael for like 2 seconds before I got kicked out of that shit. But I remember while I was there, he had pulled up because I think he's alumni from Mount St. Michael.
Right.
I remember that. It was high school and shit like that. I was a freshman. And Diddy was always one of those dudes that he made the smart moves. He made the right moves. And he, you know, he expanded in business. Like, it's always been more like, it's all aspects of this culture and it's understanding and mastering all aspects of this culture. It's being the ultimate student of this game.
Give me some young up and comers that inspire you at this current moment. Even from the sound, even from the music standpoint.
Who's inspiring me right now? Damn, I was just listening to a few people too. Shout out to the kid UFO Thief too that we spoke about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely someone out there that I will be listening to the next time I come across his name for sure. Shout out to the Hotel Squad and anything in the Bronx moving as far as dropping records and out here circulating in this culture. Who am I listening to? You know, the shit is I'm always making music.
Right.
I live in my studio, so I really, if I'm listening to shit, I'm tweaking my own music.
I
don't want to answer. I don't want to falsify my answer.
No, I can dig it. I can dig it.
Phoebe is definitely somebody I recently came across that I was like, yeah, I'm fucking with this kid.
Wow, go figure.
Wow.
Well, look at here, man. You gave me a lot. I'm catching the contact. You dig what I'm saying? I need some bars, Produkt. I need some bars, man. And you in good zone right now. You in good zone right now, man.
I'm always comfortable. Yeah, we can hit him with a couple of them.
Yeah, I need something, man. I need something.
He always put me on the spot.
I love it, man.
He didn't put me on the spot, but he put me on the spot.
Motto is stay ready so you won't have to get ready.
I like that motto too. For sure. What we got? Let me see. I'm that light-skinned stocky, my hobbies fall in my lingo. Puerto Riqueño, papi, your mommy calling me lindo. $500,000 out that lobby, I probably with money mingle. I know they out there eager, they desperately trying to beat us. Fuck that guala guala, on this meat I always pop up when they feet up. Always in they feeling, but always stopping they read up. Deep in, papa, product, I'm a heavy eater. Keep a thick mama caramala, she my Jenny Mira. Bronx bully, I'm temperamental, I need a breather.
I love it.
I'm highly. Shout out to Terrell, Blair, and the whole media staff here.
Oh man, I love it, man. This is so natural, man. You dig what I'm saying? Oh man, come on, keep on, Produkt. Come on, man. I need some, man. I need some. This is good. This is good. This is good media. This is good. You dig what I'm saying?
What else we got? What I said?
Give me a little tidbit more, man,
What else we
so we can edit it correctly.
what else we brought?
I love it.
Earn money, burn money. Tell me what's to learn from you. Fucking hate the small talk. You jive into my jig, I'm trying to buy the ball walk. You dive into my dig, envisioning that Warhol all stylish in my dig. See, we talking time or money. I ain't wasting either. Other than that sneaker fever, stacking every Keebler. Rats gnawing at the wall for this sweet taste of scent. Praying the cookie crumble, they teeth break cement. But nah, I don't play for second place. Calling on my grizzly, I'm trying to relate to 28. You dealing with a one-on-one. Watch before next summer come. Hit them like a drummer strum. Show you where the fuck I'm from. They mimic my modern finish, trying to hide it from my lids. Like we ain't out here killing, look like Bobby got the bridge. Champagne spilling like the lobby won a chip. Flow caught a wave, I'm just a pirate on the skiff. Victim of the victor, woman bitching more than ever. So I guess I'm getting bigger while these rich homie quans is killing my culture quicker than these police trying to clip us. Pressure like the oceans. Depths should freeze the realest. Stressing like the oldest. I'm just trying to lead the village. Encrypted for the gift is symmetric. Go find the key. The message in my method detected. I lead you free.
I think he gonna keep going into that.
That's it. That's it, Bobby.
Nah.
That's it.
Yo, then he got real Spanish on me.